latest year. So it need to know, it will be very important for my university to know at the beginning a screening about the international students' condition. And why then it will be discussed with self-esteem? Because self-esteem is identity is related to collect self-esteem, and it's connected to ethnic. And more interestingly, I found some biases of effect as self-esteem. In common way, in several ways, we know that benefit of self-esteem will contribute a positive effect for people. People who have a self-esteem will have a good confidence, and it will enhance a positive thing. But a small finding, some researchers said about the biases effect of self-esteem. One of them is by Mr. et al. 2003. He stated that self-esteem has not been shown to predict a quality or duration of relationship. High self-esteem make people more willing to speak up in the group and criticize the group approach. And another article I found that speak about the shadow of self-esteem is mean biases of self-esteem. People may tend to feel depression, narcissism, depend, apathy, and or fragility. This case will happen in people who have too high self-esteem. So in this discussion, I highlight that the contradiction of effect of self-esteem itself, even though it's really small, but I just want to highlight it. I want to find something new. I hope so. And I just want to skip the conceptual definition. Well, now what the finding of this study? It is connect, it is self-esteem contribute a positive effect to social anxiety or not. So this study will conduct using quantitative approach, using Pearson correlation analysis, simple regression, t-test, and one-way ANOVA. And the sample size for this population were from Indonesia, China, Korea, Iraq, Pakistan, and some of international student advocacy. The measurement was used for social anxiety. I used for the common social anxiety scale that the self-esteem is by Coppersmith with reliability 0.78, and for social anxiety it was from Matic and Clegg, which to measure the common feeling of social anxiety with reliability 0.9. And the results show that for demographic information, the population was female was bigger than male, and this is the age description. And t-test result was show that no significant differences between men and female self-esteem. However, the mean of male self-esteem is higher than female. And then there was no statistical significant differences between male and female social anxiety. And however, social anxiety of female was higher than male. In this result, we can see that when male has higher self-esteem, they tend to have lower of social anxiety. And when female has tend to have a higher of social anxiety, they have a lower of self-esteem. Furthermore, this result will support by correlation and analysis result. And for the age, is also there was no significant differences among age of self-esteem, and there was no differences among age for social anxiety as well. Well, in this result, so I found it's time up. Okay. In this result, I found there is a connection between self-esteem and social anxiety. So with the negative correlation, and is also supported by simple regression result with the contribution 48.3% to social anxiety. And now I just would like to discuss how then self-esteem linked to social anxiety. First, people who have high self-esteem will tend to have low social anxiety based on this result. And what the characteristic of people who have high of self-esteem? People who have high level of self-esteem, they able to control themselves in good manner, and they value themselves worthy. So they have positive value for about themselves. and they have enough amount of respectful and acceptance. Now we see what the characteristic of a student who have high level of social anxiety. They have fear of failing in social relation. They fear of negative evaluation in social and prefer to avoid social interaction. When international students or in common people prefer to avoid social interaction, they will have less and they will have less amount of respectful. So how can they respect themselves? Because they tend to avoid the social interaction. So they may not have feedback for social interaction. Hence, they have low level of self-esteem. And then they used to underestimate themselves, doubting interaction to others. And in international students in foreign country, this problem will getting worse and more vulnerability. Since they stay at foreign country, they face harder tasks and challenge, and it may lead them to feel decreased or increased of self-esteem since they group together with different ethnic people. I'm about to finish. Well, even though this result is not support the contradiction of self-esteem biases, but I would like to recommend to next researchers to prove these biases. So maybe we can just use for multiple scale of self-esteem, and okay, I come to conclusion. And in the several way, people who have positive value about self, they have no fear to actualize themselves in social, and then they have life satisfaction for that, and then they have a good sense of well-being, and hence they tend to approach the social life, making friends, get new experience, improving their skill, and it may decrease social anxiety for them. Well, in conclusion, I just want to speak a brief. For everyone who want to reduce their public speaking anxiety, maybe you can increase your self-esteem, value yourself positively, because everyone in this world is same. They have positive value from themselves. So for future recommendation, I call for next researcher to find about more about the biases or effect of self-esteem, to use the more larger population and in more diversity international students. So I think that's all. I really hope will be a question.
Questions? We have two questions. Come on.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking about this anxious social anxiety. Are you thinking of recognize the individual, the psychological factors like introversion, extroversion, students? Because when students are extroverted, I think
Yeah.
they are not worried about
Yeah.
a lot. But for introverted person, they need more
Yeah.
bubble.
Yeah. I responded directly. Okay. In psychological discussion, it's always we have individual differences in the common in every discussion. So for this result, we just see generally, and we can see previous studies say generally people even whether they in generally they don't really discuss about the personality. Of course, extrovert person will have easier to make a relation with others. But in this research, we speak generally, and then the results show that people still have social anxiety in their life, but it's the level of social anxiety depend. It's so many factors to can affect to that. Yeah.
Right, thank you very much. A lot of what you've been talking about research and what I've been investigating, because particularly in mathematics, it's often a case of almost like jumping in at the deep end. So you have to have good self-esteem and you have to have high self-efficacy with regard to mathematics. My interest is in the last couple of slides that you had. In the future directions, how would you suggest that you actually improve student self-esteem or self-efficacy?
You need to increase self-esteem and self-efficacy. Okay. Based on the discussion of this study, people may increase their self-esteem and self-efficacy by maybe we need further research for tweet the exact way. How can we increase it certainly? But based on my previous theory, people will have high level of self-esteem when they have enough of respectful and enough of value of acceptance by others. So when people has the acceptance in social life, they able to feel they are worthy in for people, and then it will help them to feel satisfied with themselves, and the satisfaction of life will help people to have a good well-being, happier, and always happier people will have a good interaction with people and will able easy to actualize themselves, and it will enhance and increase self-esteem. So it always have a connection between acceptance and social condition. I think it's for self-efficacy is also it's near close because between self-esteem and self-efficacy is just close, but I'm not really discuss about self-efficacy, but I think it's have a connection. Yeah.